And a good Tuesday evening, everyone. Welcome to Outlaw PD Gaming, WWE Champions 2021. I hope you're having a great Tuesday or Wednesday if it's that part of the day in that part of the world. Thanks for joining me tonight. So let's dive right on in. Episode 97, closing in on 100, trying to close in on getting my first uh, 5-star character. Actually, I don't remember. I can't remember if the goal was 5-star or I think it was 5-star, maybe it was 4-star gold. But at this moment, our biggest character is, well, what do we have here? The man in the giant loot. With a max pull. Okay, so if you spend 11,985, you get a special loot coin. I don't think I have that much in my main account, but let's take a look. Missed phone calls. Nobody cares. Might be a good night to do a loot pull if I actually did, but I don't think I have that much. Like Merrick's, I've been saving up some Tapjoy cash for these, so this could be a good time to do it. No, I don't. But since I'm here, let's take a look what's in the commons. Since that's the most likely thing we could get. Some superstars I don't have. You hope you don't get shards, but 33% at common, 32 at uncommon. Well, before I do that, one thing I need to do in this account, and I don't have any right now, but let's get all this out of the way. I need to increase my title belt size, so I don't want to spend my cash if it's going to take me outside of that range. Okay, so that takes care of that. Try out the brand new Becky Lynch for free. You will find her fully maxed at 5-star bronze in your roster. Okay. So we'll come back to that Andre loot later. We'll see how things go, but let's take a look at this Becky. Powerhouse. The man of WWE Turnia. Heroic Exploder, 74,000, and swap a 7x2 random area into red gems. So her finisher recycles itself. Calf kick, steal up to 7 MP from each of your opponent's red moves. Inverted DDT, choose 4 gems to make into red. Snap suplex, 5 into blast. Flying forearm, steal 3 protects. Pump handle side slam, make 5 random gems into blue gems. A blue move that creates blue. And the man's diving leg drop, deal 204,000 damage. So Now, normally I've tried these trials with my main account, so I have some idea of what I want to do. This is the first I've looked at her, so while this does look promising, 204,000, since this recycles itself, I think I'm gonna try this out. And coaches, double red. Before we start this, let's. Okay, we have the tokens. I don't have the yellow for Butch's moves, so that's as high as that's going to go. In the short term, or long term, we want to get him up to 2,500, so that's another move point. But for now, that's going to have to do. What else can we do with loading up Becky? I'm doing this assuming that there's a tour. Well, that's a definite. Got all kinds of options for powerhouses. I can reduce the strength of power gems, submissions, or multiply gems. But actually, we'll go with Andre here because that'll help the blue move. And his is a rarity, but I have a strap that I can put on her. It'll come off automatically when she leaves my account. So doing this isn't a bad thing. Okay. Now skill plates. I only own one. It's a good one though. Two words for you. Yeah, let's go ahead and equip it. This Becky's going to be loaded up for tonight. This we're looking for red gem damage. I don't believe I have any. Well, actually, we can do it that way. Filter. You can use these filters. Okay, so that has 4.5% blue move and red gem. That's an interesting possibility. Red move, red gem, red gem. Red move, red gem. So uh, do I go with gem defense or do I go with HP? Let's go gem defense. Okay, so we got an armor one there. There's two armors. So 20% extra gem defense. This can be anything. Red gem, blue move. Don't have green moves, but okay. Let's level this one up a little bit. We're gonna have a pretty nice title here for someone someday. Just have one slot left to unlock. All right. As expected, there is a tour here. Let's put Becky in. So, because of the MP coaches, red, red, red. So we're gonna match the red. So put one there, there. Okay, that'll charge up our finisher. Almost 200,000. Plus we have that gem defense. Not kicking out of that. You definitely could use a better plate, but since the two words for is the only plate I have, we'll put it on for this. So that's going to go there, there. We even get the cross break gem from the two words. Little extra damage there. Okay, so I get to choose the area. We want just enough to charge up the other red move there. Like I wasn't quite what I had in mind there on those ones on that side, but okay, so it isn't a choose, it's a random. That makes it a little bit harder to work with, but still, that was pretty easy. Even if the random finisher misses, you're going to keep putting blast gems all over the board, and you'll have that move every turn. Okay, so where's our gem break? Right there. One, two, three, four, five. I was originally going to have some fun tonight. Tonight was originally scheduled to be my fantasy football draft. So I was going to be playing WWE champions and every so often cutting over to the draft. And anyone in the chat could either give me tips or critique my picks, but got postponed. So since we know it's random, the best thing to do with this is I guess something like that guarantees it's going to hit at least one no matter where it goes. And then it'll chain up and down the blast gems for some extra damage. Pretty nice. This is definitely a character after one play that I wouldn't mind having. Before we go, let's take a look at a. We'll get into the battle and then we'll take a look at what all we have on her right now between coaches and so red gems doing 7,000. 20% off of every gem, 9% off every move. Yeah, Andre, we don't really need. If those metals were pumped up a little bit more, should be hitting really big. Still, this works good. What we got here. Okay. Put on the blast gems. So, one option uh, with monthly perks. Since as long as you set yourself up to have that blast gem move on turn one, let's look again here. So, cost 7 with the coach for 4. If you have the perks for 2, I start with 2 MP. You might be able to get away with just one coach and using the second trainer for one of the blast gem coaches, um, Rusev or believe it's Bradshaw, the new one. I don't have the new one in my main account, so I'm not 100% certain, but it's one possibility you could go with. But let's go with the tri-red here. Snoop would be nice. Yeah, let's bring in the Fiend to give me more chance of having red on the initial board. And let's, not that we've needed it yet, but let's go ahead and swap in the diving leg drop. Chocolate milk, the drink of champions. There's a little more risk involved with this because if there's not red on the board, you have trouble, but see, 730,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I had kept the blues, I could have charged up the blast gem move, but in this case, we just have to go with the finisher. It's going to charge up all three moves for next turn. Pretty nice. And then there's these Man in a Giant t-shirts. These are for the game-wide contest out on the portal. Everybody that gets the gold loot boxes will be adding to the total, and there's some nice rewards out there for all the players. So I've done my little bit to help there. Okay, a little bit of help there from the Fiend. One, two, three, four, five. The Heroic Exploder. Now, see, that one ended up at the bottom, but because of the Blast Gen chain there, we were able to get a whole bunch there in the middle. 360. Done. I can't wait to watch the previews now for some of the people that have top line rosters and see what theirs look like with better trainers and coaches. Okay, so we got the MP for the leg drop, 200,000. Build our snake and the Exploder. And if that hadn't been enough damage, look at that, where all three are loaded up again. That's the most important thing, the ability to recycle. Fast starts in recycling. All right, now this one's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. There's only one red gem on the board. So do we wait a turn? I think I have to. I could easily get that one red gem, but nah, let's hit hard, hit often. So at the moment, I'm in a little bit of jail here because I have no red moves. I do have the luxury of these cross break gems from two words for you, but I need to be able to break them. So let's try to. And another thing is, Ember is going to. That's not what I want. I want this. 4 random blues on the call break. She has a reason to go after red. Okay, so she got the pin there. Let's see if we can set up some reds here from ourselves. Okay. Now we're going to be taking her finisher. Choose one row to destroy. Now the nice thing is, Well, now there's four different rows she could choose from. She's going to choose one of the ones with the crossbreak gems. The AI goes after crossbreak gems. It doesn't want you to have them. So we just need to kick out of this. So while not perfect, we worked our way through or survived the red shortage there. And now we got the disconnect. There we go. One area where that has been very frustrating is on the stipulation tours. You start a tour, and then that happens. You've lost if you're on your uh, on a mobile device. What you makes you restart the game after you reconnect. But at that point, you've lost the match, and that ends the tour unless you want to spend cash. I mean, losing a match, it's frustrating and you can heal up, but having your tour completely come to an end because of a server disconnect is kind of rough. All right, we got Alexa here. Let's heal up Becky. So the big streamers talk about top level talent. Becky doesn't feel top level, but she feels very usable here. Maybe one level below the top echelons. Oh, that was some luck there. Wow. Had the wild card fall in, which means we're going to get a free, free use of the finisher here. Okay, let's watch Alexa work her magic. Twisted Bliss. Put some power gems on the board, but okay, we got the kick out and we got all three moves ready, so this one should be in the books. 192,425. So she got two 1% there for moves. I guess 3 plus a 15 somewhere. Certainly made this a lot weaker. Still, 192. That's going to be half her health. Sneaking up the middle. An 85 plus 14 reds plus all the blasts that we get. Nothing to it. Oh, is it Jason Jordan that is the powerhouse submission coach? I have a feeling he'd be a decent one since submissions are so prevalent in women's showdowns and tours. $950. So we got to do a million damage here. Should have cycled some up that way to get those 3 reds, but got enough to get the finisher going here. And there's so many options that you could go with here for her too. Either move damage metals or gem damage metals. Both are very well in play with this build. Those 2 cross breaks are going to help out a good bit here. $273. Oh yeah, there's no reduced 120,000 off, but still, it's going to be a tough kick out. No, she's going to do it. But she needs to finish it now, and good attempt there by Naomi. there's another loot max, which means a few more community contest points. One more. Okay, 2 matches left, but before we do that, let's reload because it seems to be slowing down a little bit, so we're probably getting close to that crash point. Before we go back into that, one thing that might be good to use Becky for. One Handed Media, thank you for the follow. Career, and I'm not going to have it unlocked in this one. Nah, the SummerSlam tours. I'm pretty certain the second tour on the SummerSlam tours starts off requiring a powerhouse female. So if while you have Becky for free, um, definitely go and clear that one out. That way you don't have to wait until you have that specific setup to do it. I know that was the issue in my main account. I have Naya at 4 silver, and I just recently got Beth, but she hasn't leveled up far enough yet to do that node. Oh, look at this board. Beautiful. It should charge up all 3 moves. The 89,000. China's got some good defense here. 192 there. So there's these 3 diagonal here. We'll snake up along it. That way, when they blow up, we're going to get all 4 of those, plus the 14 from the suplex. That'll be enough to recharge all 3 moves if we don't get the pin right now. $5,000 solo points. That's pretty nice. All right, what do we got here at the end? Sasha, 50 shards. So it's not going to be much of a spoiler, but tonight it's going to be a lot of going on the road since we have a 5-star loaded female here. This gives us an opportunity to clean up a whole bunch of tours that we haven't finished yet. Let's see. That looks like a pretty good snake. But yeah, submission specialists are going to be trouble for Becky because of her higher cost moves. If they can keep her MP down. Now this one's even better with these 2 cross break gems. No matter what, these blast gems are going to hit both those cross break gems. We're going to get even more out of this. 291. I'm feeling pretty confident we're about to end this right here. Going to be a hell of an explosion. 220. That was kind of fun. Okay, so next let's take a look at MOTU. We have Men Striker, New Gen Champ, and Men again. So no place I can use Becky. So we'll worry about those some other time. Maybe Friday. Cuban Jackhammer, that's just Goldberg. Stipulation Tour is always men, so let's go look at our contests here. Okay, 13 down. Still got 1 coin so far. But since we have Becky, Women's Evolution, there's a whole lot here we've never touched. Let's see how we can get through the whole Women's Evolution tonight. So we're breaking these blues here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops, didn't place those two right, but nothing to worry about. Next up, Charlotte. And we can do a little bit of farming out of this. Try to get as many loot gems out of these blasts that we can. Pick up some resources along the way. So these ones are matches that I've beaten previously, but I don't have 3 stars on them. So we'll get the 3 stars now so that we can move on to the hard and hell matches. So one thing I'm definitely going to need to look at is my roster here. So Becky's modern era powerhouse. I'll come back to this in a second since I'm thinking about this. So let's go roster, sort it by class. Go to my powerhouses. Who do I have that is modern era? Goldberg's ruthless aggression. Actually, I guess going by air would probably be easier. So I have Velveteen Dream. I have Roman, Nia, Killian, Shelton might be a good one to put that title belt on. I don't have too many options for this title belt. It's all loaded up now. I'll have to pick one of them to get leveled up. Well, Shelton would be the obvious choice because he's already 4 stars, so he could carry that title. Because it's a legendary title, it has to be a 4 star. So Velveteen could carry it as well, but he does have some red stuff. Something to think about in the future. But back to where we were at. One match to go here on normal. And Becky has twice the talent of any other woman on my roster, so definitely a good time to use her. And that takes care of normal. As we set up for hard now, trivia and icons Charlotte. I am within 3,000 points. So two more uh, Stephanie's or Shane's pop up in my rewards, and we'll have her. She's very highly rated. Becky's going to be tired giving out all these snap suplexes by the end of the night. Okay, 13 to 15. Match 5. Oscar. So Oscar's going to have class advantage on me in this one. he says with a straight face. Because it's true, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Chapter 2, we're at 9 of 18. Ooh, tag team. Masters of the Universe. Moves that generate any color gem will create. Well, that's not going to do me any good because I'm not generating color gems. Extra 5% damage. I could go for that. Who to team her up with? Gender. One, two. That's it for loot boxes, so I guess it doesn't really matter from here. 3, 4, 5. 12 of 18, 6 to go. It looks like the last 3 matches again. That's the interesting thing. There's like most all the classes have a way that you can start off with plus 6 MP between their normal plus 4 coach and then a coach that has plus 2 of one and plus 1 of another. Um, but the fact that powerhouses have the ability that you can go with plus 8 makes them really useful for tours. How you doing, H. Burke? Good to see you tonight. It's going great. They're nice enough to give us this really good Becky to use. So blew through all the Becky tours, and now I'm working through the Women's Evolution tour. Pretty nice when they give you something. It's like, here, as long as you take the time to do it. Okay, that takes care of that one. And looks like we've only finished one match so far in chapter 3. So now we're into the all the rewards here. Everything's highly recommended. Great way to get some resources. I mean, she should be good enough to clear every match on this tour. And some of the Royal Rumble tour places that require females, she'll be helpful for those as well. Try to get the most out of her while you have her. Okay, here we go. Our first match into ones we haven't cleared yet. 100,000 coins. All right. Always usable. Like when they make it so easy. Can have a lot of medals to clean up. Okay, next up, match 14. 6,000 headliner chips. Now, that's one thing I've never done. Uh, Maybe I'll have to look at it at the end of tonight. I've never removed a skill plate from a title belt. Obviously, the two words for you. That's a very good skill plate that can be used on almost any superstar. So having it stuck on this title belt that so few could use, not the best idea. Actually, that's probably where this title belt is gonna go. It's gonna go into Shelton, and I'm gonna leave him at level 1, just for the simple reason of using him on blitzes. Or yeah, because I've already got levels on Velveteen. That way, his talent is down, but he can still hit really good because of that title belt, and he can clear up a whole bunch of stuff. Try it out during the next blitz. But for now, it's Becky's. Now, if you have a title belt and Becky's the only superstar that you could put that title belt on, you want to make sure you take the medals off before Becky goes away. They won't get wasted, but they'll be stuck on the title belt. I believe the only way you can remove medals is if the title is equipped to somebody. Because I had a title belt that only worked on Alistair Black's, and we had to trial Alistair Black. I put the title on him, put some medals on him, and then when he went away, the belt was out there with those medals, and I couldn't use those medals for anyone else. I could be wrong about that, but that may have changed since then, or okay, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Messed that one up. That's okay. Can make a mistake every once in a while. We'll blame that one on a long day of work. 9,000 more headliner chips. 120,000 coins next, match 18. Four-star bronze Bobby Roode. All right. I never used him too much to know if a 4-star is any good. I think one of my main accounts still only 2-star, but I do see him pop up time to time in showdowns and stuff at 4 stars. So whether it's based off of that just being their top superstar or whether he's good at 4-star. Can definitely try him out and see. Okay, match 19, 50 TP. Plus all the loot bags are Bulldog. He's okay. Uh, he has the 2 moves that don't move the pin bar, so you can do some decent damage with him. But I think the issue with him was the recycling. He doesn't recycle real well, or those moves that don't move the pin bar. They're expensive. All right, that wraps up another leg of the tour. Move on to chapter 4. 6 matches to go. And 25 in hell mode. Got to be a little more careful. Left that blast gem out there, but didn't need it for this match. $9,000 more headliners. We got 40 TP here against Asuka. Hope they give her something to do soon. She's too good to keep off of television. Maybe send her to SmackDown to feud with Becky, tie up a few months. Just telling my wife I was happy with Becky getting the title. Now she can hang on to it for a few months, build up a ton of heel heat, and then we need to find the perfect face to take the title off of her at WrestleMania. And my idea of the perfect face would be a returning Bailey. But she could pass some time with Bianca and maybe a feud with Liv for a little bit. I don't know. I don't really see myself as a face. All the other streamers are the faces. I'm the uh, I'm the jobber of WWE Champion Streaming. Spike Dudley. He'd be an interesting character to get into the game. When are we getting our Tamina and when are we getting our Reggie? And takes care of match 24. Last one here in chapter 4. And we'll do another quick reboot and move on to the hell matches. Becky still at full health. Of course, it's easy to be at full health when you're winning every match on turn one. Okay, takes care of hard. Pop over here to my socials while I'm getting this reloaded back up. Wish I would have wrote it down. I've been catching up on all the uh, old streams from the past few days since I was out of town for the weekend, getting caught up on all of the previews and stuff and all of the Merrick's news and that. And somebody actually had their WWE Champions channel as a YouTube commercial, and I wish I would have wrote down who it was because that was quite the brilliant idea. That'll get the word out there. All right, loaded back up here. Let's go grab this while we're thinking about it. Canneries. Yeah. Uh, if if I was going with a theme music from any wrestler, current or past, it has to be Hillbilly Jim, since that's who I named the faction after. Don't go mess with a country boy. Now, if I was actually picking a real song, Hurt by Johnny Cash or Mr. Brightside. All right, back into the tour as we go. It's a good question, though. It's one I never thought of, but remember growing up and doing play wrestling in the living room, and that's how a radio ended up getting destroyed. My two brothers were wrestling each other, and well, I never paid attention to Becky's entrance throwing the shield. That's pretty cool. Um, and they said, just throw anything in for my entrance music. So I grabbed the George Strait cassette and put it in, and I think it started playing All My Exes Live in Texas, and he grabbed the radio and smashed it. You said I could pick anything. Nah, I'm not a leg drop type of guy. Uh, my two favorite finishers were the Dragon Sleeper or the Canadian Destroyer. I mean, so many people use the Canadian Destroyer now, and it's no longer a finisher. It kind of sucks because it's such an awesome move. I'm not sure why I like the Dragon Sleeper so much. There was some video game, one of the WCW games where I always pick Scott Norton for some reason, and his finisher was the Dragon Sleeper. How about you? What would your finisher be, and what would your theme song be? 131,000 health on Charlotte. Nothing. Done. Now we got Oscar 92.34. They're starting to get built up. So now they're at the point now where they're bigger than any female I have on my roster, but because I have this Becky right now, it's gonna blow right through these matches. All right, little tag team action. Alexa and Braun, 100 TP. Put the Fiend on for that extra 10% gem damage from the link. Oh, we got a dodge. I'd set everything, all those blast gems up for that move, but fortunately we have these cross breaks that'll from the two words for you that will more than take care of the problem. Becky's from Eternia. You shouldn't be able to dodge her stuff. She's a master of the universe. Chapter 1 in the books. Go, 500,000 coins. I'll have to watch that. I've done all these matches, and I only just recently realized her throwing the shield at the beginning of the match. Does she do anything exciting at the end of the match? Nah, pretty standard. Natalia and Chris Jericho next. 140 TP. Sorry, Natty. All right, getting into the 4-star gold range now. Ronda, 160 TP. $600,000 coins. if I could just keep this Becky. $16,000 headliners here. Take Stephanie to get that 10% bonus for the tag link. Finally getting into the range where I'm not taking out all their health on the first move. I am doing the Women's Evolution Tour. A lot of good rewards in here. A lot of TP, a lot of coins, a lot of headliner loot, and but Becky's strong enough to tear right through it. Okay, so now we're actually to the point now. If they do manage to kick out, only 128 on this one, so she has a chance. On turn 2, she's toast. Remember to rain the blast gems down the middle so that no matter where this finisher lands, you're going to hit them. Get that extra damage in there. All right. Hell 2 done. On to Hell 3. Oscar, 10-7. 600,000 coins. 172. Good enough. $200 TP here. Becky's only down 8,000 health through all of this. That little bit that Nia did. So one thing to remember, there is an event, a game-wide event going on. So make sure you go out to the portal sometime in the next couple days and go to events and claim all the rewards. There probably aren't many right now since it just started today, but I imagine there'll be some decent progress made. Tune in Friday night and we'll see what all of them are in my account here. Yeah, that's interesting. Alexa didn't have anything on Raw last night. They went with the Nia Charlotte line. So it'd be interesting to see what's next for Miss Bliss. 308. What are we getting? 236? Good deal. Speaking of Nia, I was going to fool around and take the wild card and then try to get fancy, but Don't want to fool around and cost yourself unnecessarily. 171 on this one. Eight rare tokens. $372,000 health. This one feels like it's going to be a two-turner. Let's find out. $186. Those feelings were incorrect. There we go. Nice million coins up for grabs here. $331. Our first three-turn match on the tour. All right, four-star Charlotte here at the end. 230 TP. $432,000 health. This one's going to take a couple turns. 165 to kick out. She may not. And 6 matches to go. Five to go. $1.2 million. She is 345. Only 123 on this one. She should get it, kick out. But we're fine with the 2-turn win. She's going to take them yellows. Yep. $99 plus 14 reds. Not quite enough, but there's not likely of a kick out here. Nope. Speaking of Bobby Roode, here's a 4-star gold one. $476. This one feels like it's going to be a 2-turn match as well. Boom. Yeah, 135. That shouldn't be enough. every time I say that, it's enough. Who am I to complain? Next up, we got Asuka. 3 matches to go. 24,000 headline tokens. $355 left. Nice cascade extra damage there. Took about half her help. All right, she's got to kick out, but put our snake in the middle. And plus, we're gonna get all of those cross breaks that were on the board. A lot more than the 7,039 that we needed. $300 TP. $298. That's. I have a feeling this is going to end it. Those strikers have good kick out ability. All right, Naomi, right here at the end. $26,000 headliner coins. $329. I think she's kicking out of this one. Nope. And there you go. That was using the free Becky Lynch to get all the way through the Women's Evolution Tour. You can see it there, 225 of 225. Pretty nice. Now let's see what we've won. 151 10 packs here. 150 blue, 220 purple, 190 yellow, 230 green, 400 red, 320 black. Okay. We got 400 here. Only getting two. Blue's good. Black's good. Good. 450s. Let's get some more of that black and blue. Got black anyway. And some 25s. Okay. No greens in that one. That's pretty wild. 13. I bet we get 5 different ones. Yep. Trickster missing in that one. Epic. A little bit of everything there. Bunch of 4-star golds. Five-star golds. And 3-star golds. $1,500 keys, 500,000 coins, 200, another 25 PP, and 10. Okay. 25 red. 10 green. The last of our Rhea shards, 55. Yeah, didn't quite get her to halfway, but okay. Then our rewards are full of medals that we'll be selling. Next, go into the shop here and $100 TP, yes please. Roman the Shield. Do I need that? That's Roman NXT. So Roman the Shield must be the trickster one. And I don't own him, so I guess I don't need that. I mean, I could get it just in case. But while we're in here, let's 493. Okay. $670. So there we are. There's our where we're at. We are 47 blue TP. And a bunch of tokens away from having a 5-star. Since there is a coin event going on, let's go ahead and just blast through that. So we're 16 golds and 4 silver away. So I'm going to have to remember on the days that I just log in to come into the faction store and get the gold ones. So that's going to take it down to 15 gold. Silver's done. We'll purchase those as well. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, so King here, you can see there's 2 Beckys showing up in here. So occasionally there's some way to glitch the heals, and you can heal more than once. Like, we'll go ahead and heal there. See, I used up, looks like it appears I used 3 tokens there. No, maybe not 6. Okay, so I used 1. But normally you're only supposed to be able to help once. Like this one, hitting that help raises this one. Since they're going to regenerate anyway over time, let's go ahead and put all them in, and maybe someone else will come along to finish that up. Not sure what causes that anymore. There used to be a way to game the system by requesting help two different ways, and you could get that to happen. But they supposedly put a fix in for that, so maybe the old way still works. Maybe it's a glitch. Don't know. Okay, so there's a bunch of points there. So uh, on Friday we'll be able to claim earn league points, 800 cash. That'll be nice. Let's go do some loopholes. Got 14 of these. Mr. Perfect, the three NXTs, Wendy's, and Rude. Here we go. Come on. BB. His AEW debut is supposedly imminent. Cat coming into my lap for good luck, maybe. Nothing like a tail in the stream. Seems the higher levels spit out the 4 stars a lot more. Which I guess would make sense. Speaking of 4 stars, there's 4-star Ricochet. Jake. Four-star Mr. Perfect. One of my favorite superstars from that era. He's okay in the game. Pretty good at the low levels, but loses a lot in the higher levels. Shinsuke. And there's the dreaded memory crash. So we'll have to reload. But we can see there a fuse and one new superstar and a bunch of fluff. Now let me keep going. So, hey, good. Here's all that headliner loot. We got a 40 pull here. Just going to do a skip all because the pictures don't usually show. Yeah, so skip all. Yeah. 40 items, one acrobat. Pretty wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm counting Striker. I always do that because it's a purple hat. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 Striker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Technician. Looks like a good bit of Powerhouse is the winner today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Over half of it was Powerhouse. Still got 5 more here. Okay. Briefcases, I don't. Yeah, 2. Big E. And a 3-star Snake. All right. And since we know we're going to be getting some cash soon, I'm pretty sure that's loot coins. Yeah. Bianca's cash. $4.99. Lots of good female shards in there. Okay, the commons are all shard based. 200. Naomi, that's interesting. Wow. So, giant guaranteed 4-star equal odds loot. You'll get one of these superstars guaranteed at 4 gold. Oh, I thought it stopped. Okay, keeps going. What is it? Everybody in the game? Yeah, maybe not everybody, but you're guaranteed a 4-star gold with that Andre loot coin, so it's pretty cool. So those T-shirts that you're collecting, they also can be used for loot pulls. TP coin is your most likely. Okay, so basic items. So we're gonna do one of these though, just because. Why not? It's 3-star gold. All right, didn't have him, so I'll take a 3-star gold Andre. So let's go ahead and take a look at our 2 new superstars we got tonight. Mr. Perfect, 4-star. Perfect Plex finisher, 840, and choose a 2x2 area to swap into blue. Knife Edge Chop, 720, and gain 7 green MP. Standing Drop Kick, 488, destroy 2 random purples. So you could use the Standing Drop Kick to fill the Knife Edge Chop, and the Knife Edge Chop to fill the Perfect Plex. Also has the Next Snap, 813, reshuffle the gem board. Inverted Atomic Drop, 592, and increase your blue gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. And the Diving Clothesline, 976, choose a gem to make into a Silence Gem. Trainer ability, take less damage from red moves. Situational. And Andre. Bear Hug Submission. 1 submission gem to 398 for 3 turns. Remaining submission gems turn into reinforced gems. Power Slam, 582. Choose 2 to make into yellow. Two-handed Choke Slam, 368, and make 1 random yellow into a reinforced gem. Big Boot, 605, and destroy 2 random immobile gems. Jawbreaker, 687, and destroy 2 random yellow gems. So what you'll see mostly is Bear Hug, Power Slam, and jawbreaker with a red MP trainer and maybe Dolph, or something that makes submissions last longer. Trainer ability, moves that generate reinforced gems create more. Looking ahead to next month, we got one fuse so far and one evolve, though we may use that since he's an MP one. He may get evolved sooner rather than later. And looking at our posters, still really good in green. Purple's all right, and red's all right. Still yellow, blue, and black are the three that are hurting. Last thing to do. All those coins that we used on Sean. That'll max the coin and evolution contest for the day. And our TP. So a quick look here at oh, Hammerhead, where you at? There he is. 36 away. But we haven't done any of the tours, so maybe we'll do some of those on Friday. I can see we haven't done any of the MOTU tours yet and any of the Human Jackhammer tour yet, so let's claim that. Now looks like we're going to hit the red circle here, so last thing I was what I was going to do is show the feud lineup. And what all you'll need for the feud. I can tell you, since it's not reconnecting, you're going to need the new Becky and anything on the top, a China, a Bella, and anything on the middle line. And the bottom line's not being used. Female faction feud with 5 open slots. So, thank you for joining me tonight. If you missed any of my old episodes, you can check them out on YouTube. tinyurl.com/outlawpdgaming will take you there. If you want to get in touch with me, I can be reached on Discord, outlawpd3842. Be sure to like and follow and comment and share and visit all the other great WWE champion streamers that are out there. Thank you again to One Handed Media for following me today. And thank you to Howie Potter for following me within the last week. and the Big Show 827. I will talk to everyone Friday night around 10 o'clock. I might be a little bit late for that one because I believe I have a fantasy football draft earlier in the evening, but I'll be on sometime around then. So, but thank you for joining me tonight. Uh, get as much use out of your Becky as you can, and have a great evening. Talk to you soon. Good night.